Welcome back, everybody, to another tournament live episode of Matt and Mike and Steven's X-Files CCG. We are doing a kind of an interesting game. There was a little bit of a mix-up with one of the games. It happens. We're just gonna do a replay. A little fun. So that's what we got going on today. A quick replay too, just from last night, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, it was last night. And you know what? I can't object to having more X-Files CCG added onto my schedule. Right. I mean, you can never have enough of this game,
right? And I'm very pleased to say that both parties were very, very awesome, very amenable. Thank you both so much. Let's bring you guys in. We got Mr. Kurt Richardson here and Jonathan Hagy. Welcome back, gentlemen. For another game. Gonna do a little bit of a rematch here and see if Jonathan can defend his 2-0 record that you got going on so far, man. How does that make you feel?
It's pretty awesome. Like I told Steven, I had lost every game I'd ever played on his channel, so it was time.
Well, we'll see what happens. And Kurt, welcome back. Thanks for being so cool about everything. It was an unintentional thing that happened. We don't blame you or anything. I've honestly made so many damn mistakes playing with Matt through the years that there's a card. I'm calling mom and going home, right? So I mean, it's a card for a reason, and it's not just because he messed up all the time.
Do we want to take that little mention as a segue to express that there's going to be a follow-up card to that?
There is. So if any of you are watching, or if you haven't already heard, there's going to be a tournament card that's going to be made exclusively, a couple actually, some custom cards, custom agent cards, but there's also going to be a custom card that's going to be made for the tournament, and just kind of happened, right? Because you guys are discussing this stuff in Discord, and I'm just sitting there, just shaking my head, and then I happen to say, everybody get along, or I'm turning this tournament around. So we're gonna make that a card. Steven's already working on it with Dax. Yeah, happy birthday to Steven, right?
Yes, happy birthday.
Thank you. The big 4-1. Yippee.
It just gets better and better.
Oh, yeah. But I, as I always say, try not to have too many birthdays because it'll kill you,
It's very true.
I turn 43 next week, actually.
Oh, congrats. So you're going to be – I already kind of got a sense of your itinerary because I've been working on the schedules for all the tournament games. You're going to be pretty much fishing for that.
No, I'll be at work that day. I'm working on my birthday. It's going to be.
But then you're going to follow it up with some fishing.
Fishing. There's a lot of fishing coming. Yes, there's a lot of fishing coming. But anyway, so let's dive into this game. Let's get her going here, right? So, you guys both have an idea of what the other person's playing with now, right? So.
Dave's hungry.
Well, not necessarily cake.
There's kind of cake.
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah. This is what I'm going to be eating while I'm watching this riveting matchup.
God, he always asks about cake.
Well, this time I had
He's very hungry.
The cake is always a lie. See. But man, let's get into it. So we're gonna pop in the background here. You guys have messaged us or Steven your X-Files yet?
Yes, I sent it over to him.
You should have mine too on Messenger, Steven.
Yeah. Sure I got them both. Last time I checked, I only had one, but they are both there now. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Appreciate that. And so I like, as I said the other night, I like how we're doing 21 of these pre-playoff regular matchups before we ever get to the elimination stuff, and that's going to be a lot of games to work out any of the little nuances that are the little issues that are going to come up. We're going to be able to resolve all those before we get to the elimination rounds. And so so this is like a great learning exercise for everyone who's taking part in it. So this way we strive for accuracy and fairness, and so it's like, and this is a great opportunity to get that as we are working towards the part of the tournament when the stakes are actually going to be what everyone's in it for.
Indeed, and yeah, again, my thanks to both Jonathan and Kurt for being so cool with the ruling and the discussion and everything and all that good stuff. So
I like to play more.
Right? Yeah. I know. I was like
all around. We're getting another game in, so it's like it's win. It's a win all around. So yeah, everyone's getting to watch another game.
Yep. Well, we'll let you guys get to it. Good luck to both of you. I know Jonathan's defending his 2-0 right now, and let's see what happens. So we'll pop in the background, and we'll see you guys around.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
Let's see, I think I got it. Hey, do you have that dice?
Yes, I do.
How since we just got one, you want to do evens and odds?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
What do you want?
Do you want me to pick?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. Even.
Even? It is a 4.
It is a 4. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll try the investigating player first turn this time.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll dive right in. And draw those 7 cards.
6.
I've got to throw this one out. I'm going to show it to you. Somehow my X-File from last night was in the deck. Yeah. I don't think that'll be much help.
No, I don't think so.
7. Okay. And then, I grabbed the deck and started shuffling earlier. Then I had to go out and fish out the agents. I was like, oh, crap. I didn't take anything out. I forgot about that X-File. All right. I'll go ahead and take my free card.
Okay.
And then.
Jonathan, we lost your cam again. And to quote Daryl earlier, deja vu all over again, apparently.
It says I'm backstage up here. Do you see me?
I see it now. It just now popped up. So bring it back in.
Everything started swirling up there. So something weird happened.
Definitely. I don't know. Like, it's a mobile device, right?
Yeah, it's iPhone.
Okay. I don't know if you can. I mean, you can clear the. Like, I know with the laptop, you can clear the cache folder and it will work. And we just lost it again. But I don't know if you want to clear the well, there's a history folder. There's not really a cache folder in there. I don't know if clearing that up is going to do anything. It's the only thing I can think of, but I know it works for the laptop though. So
it says I'm backstage again.
Yeah, bringing it in now. If it doesn't, we might just try switching back to a browser. I know you're using the app right now, which is all the more why I'm puzzled. And we just lost it again.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, try the browser instead. Do you need me to send you the link again?
No, I've got that.
Okay.
Yeah, I may try. Let me see. I may go try a browser this time instead.
Yeah, we'll give that a go. I mean, I haven't had any troubles with the StreamYard app on my iPad, but it's every device is different and for whatever reason, it decides to.
I don't know. The phone's being
work.
weird. The phone's being weird. I'm going to restart the phone. See if I can get a better behavior doing that.
Back when Matt and I back in the 90s, the computers were obviously bigger. We'd get problems with the CD-ROMs all the time, and I would routinely just hammer the side of the computer, and that would make the disk like skip or whatever. And Matt had this saying like, "Oh, there's Mike ruining computers since 1996," because like it worked back in the day, you know, like it's just like an old car, you know, that was all mechanical. You could just smack it with a hammer and it would friggin' start to work. Now you do that and your poor little Kia is gonna just explode in a
Okay. All right. Behave this time, phone.
Kurt, I see you got a bunch of stuff up there. We haven't talked. Maybe you guys talked about a little bit about. I know you got. Are those a bunch of Gen Con cards that you got graded?
Yep. I got my deck. I got all the graded cards, and I've got the No One's So Paranoid signed by all three.
Nice. I was actually going through my cards from FileFest the other day and through some other set of cards, and I realized that I actually forgot one of my No One's So Paranoids that was already signed by Dean and Bruce, but had not been signed by buyers yet, and I forgot it. But the one that I do have that's amazing is it was originally signed by Bruce back at Gen Con, and then it came to Matt and I. We interviewed Dean Hagland and sent it to him, so he signed it a couple years ago, and then we took it to FileFest and got freaking buyers to sign it. So that one card, like those three signatures are so wildly different and different times. It was kind of a cool little, you know, neat set, you know?
Oh, yeah. I've got a couple of movie posters like that where I've had them for years and years. Each time getting somebody else new signed to them, and I think I got about 20 autographs on it now.
That's cool, man. I'd love to do that kind of stuff. I'd love to get like Bill Murray's autograph, or like, I don't know. It's just.
I'm actually seeing Dan Aykroyd Monday. So
you're meeting Dan Aykroyd on Monday? That's cool.
Yep.
I saw
next weekend.
Oh, okay. I saw him in. I saw his train. So do you know his train car?
There we go.
So he refuses.
Not yet.
So Dan Aykroyd refuses to fly. He's got
I can't blame you.
You got a fear of flying, right? So he actually has a train car that is decorated in the occult. If you're ever curious, Google Dan Aykroyd's train car, and what he does is he pays either freight trains or Amtrak trains to let him hitch his train car to the backs of their trains and take him all over the country. So Matt and I were coming back from the airport one day, and we saw this just bizarre ass looking weird train car on the back of an Amtrak train. And we couldn't figure out what the hell it was. It's just so out of place. And we looked it up and we were like, holy shit, there goes Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, Google Dan Aykroyd's train, man. It's a trip. That thing is weird.
Check that out.
Jonathan, I just sent you a new link just in case, because I know I've been sending a whole bunch of links to all the contenders because everyone's doing multiple games. So I just sent you a new link in Messenger just in case, on the off chance you might be clicking on an old one. I don't think you are, but just, you know, if you want to try that one.
I'm just waiting for. I tried to. I'm trying it outside of the app and just on Google Chrome now.
Okay.
If it's gonna.
Kurt, do you know if you try and send a card in to be graded, do you know, does having the actual actor's signature on it make it more or less valuable when you have it graded?
Depends on who you have it graded by. Sometimes they'll do a grade on just the card itself, and then sometimes they'll actually put a grade on the autograph itself too.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I got Jerry Harden to sign my Gen Con Deep Throat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, they'll grade the card itself, and you'll get a grade on it. And then, like I know, I think Becca or PSA one does where they actually grade the autograph if it's thinner, how well it looked, and it's not smudged. And then you'll get two different grades on it.
Huh.
This is weird.
Yeah, that is good to know. And of course, you know, they have. You hope they're very delicate with the card as they're signing it, because it might almost be a trade-off to get the signature, but for a dinged-up card in the end. So,
like my No One's So Paranoid, I already had it graded before I knew I was going to meet the people. So then I was like, okay, just sign the case; it'll be okay. I'm going to break it out and sign the card itself.
I was really amazed when we interviewed Langley, Dean Hagland. He had said, you know, obviously, yeah, if you send me some stuff, I'll get it signed. So we're like, well, how much stuff can we send you? And he's like, oh, send me, you know, he was a cool guy. He's like, oh, just send me whatever the hell you want signed. I'll sign it all. And we're like, okay, we don't want to load up too much, but we sent him a good stack of stuff. But the thing is like, you know, there were No One So Paranoids and Lone Gunmans and free, like all these like pricey cards that he's on. And he gave us an address in LA where he does not live. Apparently he has like a PO box where like fans send stuff to LA and then that's forwarded to like his real address in Vancouver.
There we go.
And it was a nail biter because like we had no idea where the package was. It took a couple of months, you know, and he's like, oh yeah, I think I sent that stuff back last week. I don't know. Somebody sent it for me, you know, like it was just, we were freaked out, man. It was scary. But when it showed up, it was like, So
like Christmas Day.
Well, Christmas Day was the Gen Con and the pewter, but that was like 10 Christmases in one. But anyway, we'll get out of here. We'll let you guys get back to it now that looks like we got the table going. So we'll duck out.
I think it's going to behave. Hopefully.
Yep.
It wouldn't be X-Files CCG without some technical difficulties.
Of course.
Okay, so I drew my 7. I got my free card. I have not generated res yet. Okay. All right, so 6 res. And I have to take Molders 2. Actually, before I take Molders 2, I'm going to do what you did. I think. I'm going to play Deep Throat.
Okay.
Because I was lucky enough to do that today. That's. Let's see. Is your affiliation evolutionary?
No, it is not.
Not evolutionary. Okay, good deal. I love Yost's site. And now, let's see. So I need to spin those 2 and get the 2 from Molder. Oh, and that needs to be removed from the game. And I'm going to take his 2, and I'm not going to buy anymore.
Okay.
I'll pass it to you, sir.
Going to sell 2 cards, a Hospital Crash card and an Alien Stiletto for 9. And then I will buy 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it will go back to you.
All righty. Let's see. All right, I am going to play 2 sites. University of Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. That's a criminal investigation and asks a result question, I should say. I'll use a Molder token to pay for it. And then I'm going to play Browning, Montana, which is an occult investigation, and it asks a motive question and a Molder token to pay for that.
Okay. The first site, I will put 1 bluff on, and 1 for the second.
Okay. All right. I'm going to send Mulder and Krychek to the first one, and LaManna and Holstein to the second one, Browning, Montana.
Okay.
So let's see that. We'll do the first one first. Let's see. That's that.
Is Section Chief Joseph McGrath. Send one agent of my choice back to the Bureau.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pay 2 to Langley that one.
Okay. And it asks what type of question?
It asks a result question.
Okay. Go right ahead. I have nothing else for that one.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, result. Is your X-Files result manipulation of evidence?
No, it is not.
It is not. Okay. That one is resolved and discarded. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and Holstein that hand.
Okay. I have a grid pattern search, friend in the FBI, squeeze, another squeeze, deep throat, striker's cove, and an explosion.
What kind of what are the words for squeeze?
It will be conspiracy method site. It's an adversary evolutional creature.
Okay. Let's do explosion.
Okay.
For Holstein. All right, and then I will. Let's see that bluff.
Bluff is Detective Tony Flora. I pay one. It's 2, but I only got to pay 1, and you get discard 2 cards at random.
Okay. Tell me which numbers.
Let's go 3 and 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, that was good ones. No one's so paranoid in grid pattern search. You hit nice. 2 good ones. Yeah, you hit 2 good ones. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay, so we got a motive question. All right, I need a good guess. I need a good one. Is your X-Files motive survival?
It is not survival.
Not survival. All right. Okay. All right, let's see. So that one's discarded. And I've only got 4 cards now because Fiora got me good. So then I will pass it to you, sir.
Okay. I will draw my card. Create my res. I get 5. And I will play a Deep Throat.
Yeah, but I knew that was coming. Oh, yeah. You got to burn those as fast as possible.
Yep. Let's see. Is your result death?
My X-Files result is not death. And just for technical accuracy, I did not want to guess your X-File on either of those sites that I investigated. Just for technical accuracy.
Let's see. I will play a friend in the FBI. And I will draw 3 cards. 3. And I turn it over to you to buy and sell.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sell any, but I'm going to buy 2.
Okay.
And I pass it back to you, sir.
Okay. I will deploy everybody to the field. I have no requisition or anything. And let's use Holstein's token.
I've got Section Chief Joseph McGrath, Operation Falcon Blue Berets, X, Relentless Pursuit, Frohickey, and Bill Mulder. Operation Blue Berets and Section Chief Joseph McGrath are my only conspiracy cards.
Let's do the Operation one.
Okay.
And I will play 1 site. It is Los Angeles. It is occult or evidence collection 5+. Ask an affiliation or a method question.
Well, you know what I got and how much CP I got, so no point in bluffing that.
Let's see. Okay, then we will do a method question.
Okay.
is your method subterfuge?
My X-Files method is not subterfuge.
We'll resolve that. 1, 2. I had to pay 1 to cast that. 6, 7, 8. I will pay 2 to grid pattern search. And let's pull Alien Stiletto out.
That's a good move. Have that to sell.
And I got to discard 1.
Okay. Get rid of the one that punishes you.
Oh, yeah.
Well played. I like that. That was a good play on those. I like that. I don't know if I've seen it done that way before. I've got 6, so I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So I will draw my free card. And then I will generate 6 reds. Then I will burn 2 for the 2 I have to for Molder. And that's the only 2 I'm going to buy. And I will pass it to you, sir.
I will sell 2. I got Hacking the Government Files and the Alien Stiletto. That'll give me 15. And I will buy 4 cards. 4. And pass it back to you.
Let's see what I got here. What I want to do exactly. All right. All right. I'm going to play. Let's see, everybody's staying. I don't have any healing to do. I don't have any requisitioning to do. Everybody's staying deployed in the field.
Okay, let's use Clyde Bruckman's token. Look at your hand. Remove 1 card from the game.
All right, I got Skyland Mountain, Virginia. I got Olympic National Forest, Washington. Section Chief Joseph McGrath. 2 Operation Falcon Blue Berets. X, Relentless Pursuit, Frohickey, and Bill Mulder.
Let's get rid of the X.
All right. And I will use Mulder's token to play Olympic National Forest result site and evidence collection.
Okay. I will place one bluff on that.
All right. I'm going to send everybody there. And I'm going to use Agent Lamanna's game effect.
What does that do?
Once per game, when Agent Lamanna is part of a team investigating a site, in the investigation phase, he may force his opponent to show the cards in his hand. Lamanna may then steal any one card. He may use it immediately in the investigation. You must still pay for the card. Whether you use it or not, place it in the owner's discard pile at the end of the turn.
Okay. I got a Frohickey, a Langley, Nurse Owens, Hard Evidence, Olympic National Forest, 2 Squeezes, and a Striker's Cove.
Mm-hmm. What kind of, I know I just asked this, what are the words for squeeze again?
It is a conspiracy method site for adversary evolutionary creature.
Okay. Let's steal Langley.
Okay. Langley is there.
Okay. And then let's see that bluff.
It is an actual bluff. Alien experimentation.
All right. Then I will not pay for the Langley.
And go to my discard pile and ask away.
All right. So a result question. All right. Let me go. I got to pull up your site to see which ones I've asked already. Is your X-Files result death?
No, it is not death.
Not death. Okay. Okay. Minimize that. All right. Let's see what I got here. All right. I am holding 7 cards. So I don't need to discard anything. Okay. Oh, I do need to discard that site.
I'm going to use the thing I can get Henderson to find a site that asks a motive question.
Okay.
Okay. And do I have to show that to you? No. Okay. I will draw my card. I will create res. Or wait a minute. Before I create res. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to play a hard evidence. So I'll get 3 more.
I really thought about stealing that.
Every little bit helps.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I think I will turn it over to you to buy and sell.
Okay. I'm not going to sell anything, and I'm just going to buy one.
Okay.
And I'll pass it back to you.
I will deep throat.
Ah, the other one.
Yes. 5. Is your result physiological?
My X-Files result is not physiological.
Okay. Then I will play a Nurse Owens. And I can put 1 token back on all my guys.
Yeah.
And for a site, I will play the Excelsior D Convalescent Home. And I am to 0. And this is our criminal investigation, a +5. And I can ask a motive or a method question.
No bluffs.
I'm going to send them all.
Okay. It's all yours. Ask away.
Okay. I'll give you just
I'm dying with CP here.
Hey, Kurt, since that's a multi-site, sorry, which skill are you applying for that one?
Occult.
Okay, sorry, I did not hear that. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't state it. That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can make it on either one. So
Yeah, he can make
I know alone gets you there. I just wanted to make sure we had enough to make that. Anyway, carry on.
no problem.
technical accuracy. We have to be technically accurate.
Oh, yeah. Gotta pick it. Is your method possession?
My X-Files method is possession.
Is possession. We'll resolve that site. But I'll go ahead and take a guess at the X file.
Okay.
Is it BJ Morrow?
I'm sorry, you broke up. I didn't hear you.
Sorry, is it BJ Morrow? Your X file?
My X file is not BJ Morrow.
Okay. And that gives you a penalty question.
Let's see. I got to make it count. Let me pull this up here. Is your X-Files affiliation government?
Wait, Jonathan.
Does it have to be what?
I think it has to be a method question, doesn't it?
Oh, does it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I knew it was a multi-site, and I forgot which one.
Yeah, no worries.
Method, right?
Yeah.
Okay, method. Good. I'm glad you didn't answer. Is your X-Files method subterfuge?
It is not subterfuge.
All right. Good deal.
And my turn is over. I got 5 cards.
Okay. I've got 8, so I'm going to discard Operation Falcon Blue Berets. And then I will draw my free card. And I will generate my res. And I will go ahead and play Hard Evidence.
Nice.
To get 3 more. And then I'm going to take Molders 2 and then 3 more to buy 3 more cards. So 5 cards total.
Okay.
And then I pass it to you, sir.
I am going to sell an Olympic National Forest for 2. And I will give me just a second on that one before I sell. Yep, that's what I want to do. Sell it for 2. I'm going to buy. Let's go 4 cards.
I'm going to play Relentless Pursuit.
Okay.
And that'll take me down 4, right? And then you don't get the cards. Is that right? If I did that right? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And let's see. Okay. Then I'm going to play another Hard Evidence. That'll give me 3 more total. Okay. I got to make up some territory. I will pay 4 to play Skyland Mountain, Virginia. That's a subterfuge 4 method question.
Okay.
and Arlington, Virginia. That's an occult investigation affiliation question.
Okay. Let's use the Bruckman token. Take a look at your hand.
I have the cigarette smoking man strikes, deny everything, the thinker, explosion, Section Chief Joseph McGrath, Operation Falcon Blue Berets, Fro Hickey, and Bill Mulder.
Let's get rid of the Section Chief.
The Section Chief is gone. All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I'm going to move LaManna and Holstein to Arlington, Virginia, and Krychek and Mulder to Skyland Mountain, Virginia.
Okay. Can't stop you. Go right ahead.
Okay. The Skyland Mountain, Virginia is a method question.
Okay.
Let me get over here. Is your X-Files method manipulation?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. And anything on the other side on the Arlington, Virginia?
Nope.
All right. Is your X-Files affiliation primordial?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Okay. Oh, Lord, this is just brutal. Now I got to make a choice. How many am I down to? Do you know how many? Or you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, by the way.
I got no problem. You're down to 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Oh, boy. Now I got to ask, am I feeling it?
How many do you got me down to?
2.
Hey, 50-50. I'd go for it. Is your X-File F Emasculata? Yes, it is.
Oh, woo-hoo, Lord have mercy.
Good game.
Oh wow, that was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Ooh, that was tough.
Oh man.
Ooh, I was sweating bullets on there, gentlemen, because you guys were neck and neck this whole time. You guys had each other down like 20, 21 X-Files, then it was suddenly down to 3 each.
Yeah, we both got a right answer.
You're 50-50 in that. Holy smokes.
Oh.
Wow. That was down to the wire right there.
Oh, man. That was awesome.
That's the kind of game I love. I love watching those, man, because like back and forth and back. It was like an offense versus an offense. There wasn't a lot of defense, but man, that was fun to watch. That was a good game.
Oh yeah, that was. I like that.
Yeah.
It was
Jonathan, I was like, take the identity question on that first X file because I was like, however it was going to go, you're going to get him down to like 3, and I was like, then it's 2. At most, Kurt would get that 1 in 3 shot, which I'm sure, Kurt, if you got a penalty question at that point, would you just gone for 1 out of 3 or?
Yeah, say you did. Go and guess. Do it.
Yeah. What would you guess if you did that?
Ed Finch.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Well, then I'll take it back then. I'm glad you didn't take the identity question.
I'm glad I went for it then.
Because I was going to be the only route to like surely get in it with the both sites, but then again, yes, there would have been a penalty in there. But man, though, that's what makes it so riveting, though, because there was not really a clear leader throughout. Well, granted, Jonathan, you had him down to 20 by the end of round 1,
right?
And then Kurt came back quite decisively, and had you down to 21, and so it was like with round 2. So it was really never one where there was a breakaway, for very long. So, and I like that it was a close game, and there was not really like a clear winner from the onset.
Yeah, there was definitely no blowout going on. That's for sure.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's the most deep throats we saw 3.
Yeah,
3.
Yep.
3 out of 4.
Yeah.
Clutch card.
So yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a battle of the deep throats for sure. So yeah, but congrats again. So 3-0. 3-0, John.
Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, 3-0. So you're as of right now, like you're the top seed. So
yeah, that's just the way to go. I'm cursed because I'm in Kentucky and I'm a Kentucky fan. And you know what happens when they're a high seed and they go into the NCAA playoffs and they lose first round for 4 years in a row. 3 out of 4 years. It's been bad.
Think happy thoughts, man. Think happy thoughts.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, of course. I mean, the deck is obviously working for you, but I mean, I'm no doubt you're going to make some modifications to it between now and whenever we get into the playoffs, because now you're done at this point. Yeah. You have played your 3 regular season games. At this point, you just get to kick back, watch the other opponents, because I was take notes, right? Because you're going to be facing off with some of them in the finals. You don't know who yet.
Yeah, I really like Kurt's usage of the 10-13 agents. They're really good. They're really good. And I do have some stuff to do on my deck. One of the things I've noticed pretty much every game is, unless I just get the right draws, I am not generating the CP and the res I want to. It's just not happening. So there's definitely going to be some fine tuning on that.
Nice.
And that, Kurt, is one of the key the key pluses to your deck, as I've noticed for these 2 games, is that you're really not having any issues keeping your conspiracy pool replenished, because you've got a lot of junk cards in that deck, and it's making for great selling at the start of each round where you're the conspiracy player. So you're able to generate a lot, fill up that pool, and then of course get a lot of cards, so you have something that you can use to combat the active player at that point. And of course that use of like grid pattern search to get the stiletto. I mean,
awesome. That was great.
We knew it was like it's an effective play. No one's going to deny it, because you're about to go in and sell that in the next round. So very, very good use of that card. Oh, sorry, we got to bring in Kurt. Oh no, he's not muted. Sorry.
By the way, nice sleepaway camp poster, Kurt.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man. Signed by the entire cast and crew. I meet Felicia Rose at least every 2 or 3 months. We're good friends, so I got a ton of stuff signed back.
So, Kurt, how many cons and stuff do you go to a year?
About 15 to 20 a year.
Wow.
I really thought that number was higher, actually.
I've not been to 15 or 20 in my life.
Same.
We have a blast doing it.
I've always really enjoyed it when I've gone.
Oh, yeah. They're so much fun. You get to meet the people, sit around, talk, and so many cool collectibles and stuff out there. Always
That's awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, in medicine, you have to take call on the weekends a lot and crap like that. You don't get to have any fun.
You're right near. You're up there in like I say the Midwest, but you're technically a Southern because you're in that part of that Kentucky. But there's a lot of cons right in that area, obviously, because Kurt's like just circulating all around Indiana there, and there's like so many cons in that area, Jonathan.
Right myself, I've got Chicago, Detroit, Indy, over into Ohio, so I've got the perfect area for me.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I'm an hour and 45 minutes south of Louisville, and Indy's an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So I'm about 3 hours from Indy, and I'm not very far from Cincinnati, which it's weird. It doesn't seem like there's a lot in Cincinnati. You'd think there would be.
Oh, there's a lot in there. There's a lot of the Day of the Dead and Horror Hound.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're good. They got the Comic Expo coming up there.
Okay. I might have to go to that.
Well, speaking of upcoming, Stephen, why don't we talk a little bit about the upcoming games that we got?
Good segue, Mike, and let me just share that right now because there are.
You like that?
I'm ready to get to the important stuff. Shut up, you all. I want to talk about XFILES CCG.
Your screen, where is it? All right. I think I would know how to do this by now. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Window, there it is. Share. All right, so everyone can see that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, yes. So here's what our calendar is looking like for the first half of April, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we just wrapped up this matchup on April 4th, but as you can see, we have matchups coming up in the next this weekend. We got tomorrow, Kurt, you are going to be back tomorrow, and you're going to be going one-on-one with your very own daughter in the game of XFILES CCG. So you two are actually going to be playing the one in-person game in this entire virtual tournament. So that's going to be something special. I know you got your own camera set up planned for it, so we'll see what you guys bring to that. And we have seen your daughter play at FileFest, and she is formidable. So
that's going to be the most fun game to watch. That's going to be.
I've been looking forward to that matchup since we did the drawings, and because I told Mike before we even went live, I was like, how awesome would it be if Kurt and Chris actually wind up having to face each other? And sure enough, the fates aligned and made it.
Yeah, you saw the balls roll out, man. It was totally random. So
yeah. So that one I'm looking forward to. That one is tomorrow night. So 8:00. That one's going to be on Matt and Mike's XFILES CCG. All the ones in green are on Matt and Mike's XFILES CCG. All the ones in blue are on Alien Investigations. And so we have two games on Saturday happening. The first one, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time with David Peace and Alistair over in Edinburgh, Scotland. And then Saturday also, Chris is returning again to take on Sky Evans over in Japan. That's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's our weekend coming up. And then we don't have much going on during the following week until we get to April 11th. And that is when Paul Como is going to do his first of three matchups against Alistair. And that will end Alistair's part in the pre-playoffs, that game on April 11th. So he'll be done at that point. And then David Peace is going to do his second matchup on April 11th later in the day. And that will be Chris's final game for the pre-playoffs at that point. And David Peace. Yeah. Mike will be tuning in live from his boat. So those should be great. And that's going to be a good matchup. David Peace has got his work cut out for him, undoubtedly. And so we also have a game, Dave Meyer, who's actually been in the live chat for tonight's matchup. He'll be taking on Jonathan Wood, who from Louisiana. So 8 p.m. for that one.
I heard Dave's for that specific game. I heard Dave was bringing cake.
Yeah, I heard the same rumor, and I believe you're correct.
To every
right now. You can verify that, right?
Okay,
cake?
cool. I was just making sure.
Yeah, birthday cake, right? I mean, it's a little belated for me, but I'll take it. I'm beggars can't be choosers and all that. And so, April 14th, that is going to be a big day. And at that point, once we wrap up April 14th, we're going to be over 2/3, or not over 2/3. We're going to be almost 2/3 of the way through these pre-playoff matchups. April 14th, we got 3 games going on. Paul Cuomo versus David Peace. John Wood versus Stafford Parker over in the UK. And Dave Meyer is going to do his second matchup with Sky Evans. And so, yeah, that's going to be the day to be tuning in, because we're going to have X-Files CCG going from morning to night, from dusk to dawn. That is going to be quite a day. So if you got nothing happening on April 14th, that's when you want to tune in, because there's going to be a lot of decisive matchups happening in that one. But even after that date, we still have about 8 matchups left before we finish off the pre-playoffs. So there's still lots more to go.
Yep, we can't determine the seeds until all the regulars are done. But I want to give a quick shout out to everybody involved in the tournament right now. Like, it's amazing that you guys are making this happen on your own to some extent, if that makes sense, right? Because I remember, again, my entire wall was filled with all y'all's phone numbers and emails, and I'm trying to figure out times, and it was just a nightmare. And you guys have all 14 of you have like really stepped up. Like, yeah, I'm playing that guy. Cool, I'll call him, or I'll get a hold of him, or I'll email him. And it's awesome that we have this many scheduled so quickly. Obviously, there's a lot of interest in it. People are having fun. So thank you all for making this as easy as possible on me and Steve.
Discord really helped out a lot.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, Mike and I may not be playing the games at this point, but yeah, there's a lot of work going into it, and yeah, I can definitely test. All of you have been making it very smooth, and you're coordinating with one another, and you're keeping Mike and I in the loop on all the upcoming schedules. You're checking in, you're checking to make sure the times work, and you verify. And of course, those of you who haven't had much of a chance to play in StreamYard. All of you have been good at finding times to get with me to do the camera testing, make sure we figure out those echo and audio issues that usually arise when using this format to play. So yeah, you guys have been fantastic. So yeah, just keep up the great work, and we're just having fun, and we're just cruising right along through these playoffs, and yeah, some great games thus far, and there's a lot more to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Well, gentlemen, a great game. I think we can call it a night. Thank you so much for being here, and congratulations to Jonathan, 3-0. That's nothing to sniff at. I guess now your only trouble is going to have to be waiting in the wings and watching the rest of the games. So patience is your friend right now.
I've got no problem with that. I've got Kurt's a formidable adversary at this game, so it's he's tough to beat. I'm surprised a little bit with myself, to be honest.
Well, you're in very enviable position right now, Jonathan. Not only have you wrapped up the pre-playoffs first, but obviously with the best possible standing. So you're in great shape at this point, and you have a lot of time to look at that deck and refine it. Plenty of time to think about what you're going to do heading into the playoffs, because as you just Kurt's a formidable opponent. I wholeheartedly agree, and we have yet to see a lot of some of these other newcomers decks. I know what they look like, and I shudder at the thought of squaring off with some of those. So yeah.
Oh, dude, some of the decks that we got lists to that haven't even played yet. Like, both Steven and I were like messaging each other, like, dude, is that going to work? I don't know. Like, can that work? Can you do that? I think so, right? I don't know. Like, there's some weird
that's
stuff.
That's gonna be cool. I want to see those out of the box, thinking out of the box.
Oh yeah.
I want to see that.
Dude, there are some. There's one two in particular that
two for sure.
It's like, what?
One of them we're gonna see this weekend. I'm not gonna say which one, because I want people to be tuning in to watch, because we got 2 games happening this weekend. One of the 2 decks that Mike and I are specifically mentioning is going to be happening this weekend. So yeah, tune into Mike's XFILES CCG this weekend to find out.
Exactly. Again, thank you guys for playing. I appreciate doing a rematch. It's awesome. Thank you so much. And if I can get a little finger gun love from everybody, love it. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you guys next time on Matt and Mike and Steven's XFILES CCG.
See you guys.